Hey everyone, today we're talking about the 5 reasons you want your own real estate agent when buying a new construction home. Hey, I'm Becca Summers with Seasons Real Estate, and today we're talking about why you want your own realtor when buying a new construction home. The number one reason you want your own realtor when buying new construction is you want your own representation. What this means is the builder's agent works for the builder. So when it comes down to it, they have fiduciary duties to the builder to tell them anything and everything you say. So if you tell the agent that your top dollar is $550, but you really want to get in for $500,000, as they're going through the process, they're going to push you towards that $550 because they know you can qualify for it, and the builder and themselves will make more money when that happens. Now, when you're talking new construction, your budget is always important. So sometimes we'll start out that your budget's $500,000, and then that's what we'll tell them, even though you might qualify for $550, just to make sure that we are keeping you safe in a monthly payment you feel comfortable with. The second reason you want your own representation is I can sell you any new construction building anywhere in the county. So a lot of builders agents are tied to only selling their builder's product, and they cannot tell you about other properties or other subdivisions. Some builders even only sell in one subdivision. So if they tell you about another subdivision that they have for sale, they're not going to make money, so they're not going to tell you about it because they are trying to make money for themselves. And new construction builder agents are fantastic, but at the end of the day, they're going to get 5 more transactions from that builder versus you. So at the end of the day, their loyalties are going to lie with the builder. The third reason you want your own representation is when it comes to upgrades, they have no idea. Because most new construction builder agents do only new construction and they do not do resale. So what I mean by resale is when I take a listing that's been built brand new, 2 years old, I know what it's gonna price for. So they'll go through and they'll tell you, oh, this upgrade will add value, this upgrade will add value, this upgrade will add value. But because I work in the resale market, I can tell you that no, that does nothing for resale value. And if you're gonna spend $20,000 on that renovation or on that upgrade, you're not gonna get the money back. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing upgrades, especially if you're planning on staying in the house for a really long time, but knowing it going into it and not doing it thinking just because you're gonna get resale value. So as I go through new construction with my clients, I always tell them, this will add value, this won't add value. The fourth reason you want your own representation of new construction is I can help you understand the pricing structures of the builders. So there's some builders that will come in with a super low price with a very entry-level standard that no one actually buys or builds. And then there's some that come in super high, but you're not gonna do any upgrades because they put in all the upgrades that you would want. And there's a mix between the two. So if we're shopping and the absolute top budget is that entry level, well, you can talk about that and decide if you want to buy that property, buy it with absolutely no upgrades, and then as time goes by, continue to upgrade it. Or if you are sick of the nickeling and diming that this builder does, we can go skip that step and see the builder who's gonna build the house that you actually want. And the fifth reason you want your own representation when it comes to new construction is really why a builder pays a realtor to bring their able, ready, and willing buyer, is we can start with the process of, are you going to buy existing or are you going to buy new construction? So what we can do is we can take a day, go see what you can get in your budget in existing homes. Existing means anything from built, standing, clear back to 100 years. So anything on the market in that way. After seeing those, then we can take you through new construction and you can compare and contrast. And the builder's agents do not have the ability to do that for you because they are sitting in the model home and can't help you make that decision. Now, sometimes going through a couple open houses, you'll decide, absolutely, I want to build. And that is when I can help defend you when it comes to issues in the process. Because unfortunately, there's so many moving parts, issues do arise. And if you don't have someone in your corner to fight for you and make those tough decisions be made by the builder, it's a whole lot harder to go through that process. Now, when it comes to new construction, this is the last tip I'll give you, their contracts are all builder friendly, meaning you want to make sure you do all of your due diligence up front before you ever put a deposit down. Most builders give you 7 to 10 days before your deposits become non-refundable, but it is really, really hard to get your deposits back if you change your mind. So you want to make sure that you are well informed when it comes to new construction. You've weighed all the pros and cons and you feel comfortable with that purchase before you write that contract. And that is one of the biggest values that having your own realtor is we can help you come to the point that you feel comfortable with this purchase, and then if issues come up, your agent can help protect your interests in the transaction. If you are looking to buy in the great state of Utah and you're wanting to build and you'd love to go through this process, I would be happy to meet with you and explain everything step by step.